About 3 weeks ago, our producer, about 4 weeks ago, Norm Klein, received a letter, and I'd like to read that to you. It's very short. Dear Mr. Klein, I have a friend whose name is John Bleh, who is Provo's youngest movie critic. He's 12 years old, he's in the 8th grade, he has 4 sisters, and he's quite a nice person. Well, we thought that was a good letter and probably a good recommendation, so we asked John Bleh to come and be with us today. John Bleh is my guest. He is 12 years old. He's in the 8th grade. He's from Provo, Utah, and he is the youngest movie critic we've ever had. We're going to talk about 3 films that your children might be seeing. Kind of relaxed, huh? Nice to have you here. Have you ever thought of being on TV? You've been on TV before, haven't you?
Yeah, on the news.
This is old stuff for you. Okay, let's talk about the 3 movies. Let's talk about Raiders, first of all, Raiders of the Lost Ark. What did you think of that?
Well, I thought it was a good movie because the book I read first, and it had different exciting parts, and the plot was good and everything, and I like stories about like kind of science fiction. This was kind of science fiction.
Kind of was, yeah, set in the 30s. You thought it was a good movie for kids then?
And I liked it because I like a lot of dangerous stunts and stuff. I liked it.
That appeals to you. Did you like Star Wars?
Yeah, I like that, and Empire.
Okay. How about, what was the other one? Watcher in the Woods. How about that one? That looks kind of scary.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was a good movie. It was very good, I thought. It had a lot of veteran actors, I guess you would say. Betty Davis was in it, and my mom said that Carol Baker was a Hollywood sex symbol once or something like that.
That's true, probably a little before his time, but that's true. She did baby doll things.
And, Lynn Holly Johnson, she was in For Your Eyes Only, the newest James Bond flick.
Film.
Yeah.
You've seen that too?
Yeah, it was good.
you catch quite a lot of these. Was Watcher in the Woods, now that's a Walt Disney movie. Is that like most Walt Disney movies?
No, Watchers and Black Hole are, I think, the newest different kind of Disney, because usually Disney does animated stuff with like dogs or cats or little cartoon stuff.
Or little Volkswagens.
But now they're doing PG, kind of on the scary side, I guess. I didn't think Black Hole was scary, but my sister's, my little sister, I think she's 5. She was really scared during Black Hole, and that wasn't half as scary as
Watcher in the Woods.
Watchers, yeah.
Is Watcher in the Woods maybe too intense for little kids, do you think? Little ones? I'm talking about, you know, 5, 6 years old. Would that be too scary for them?
Probably about 6 or 7 years old, they'd be in the questionable limit, I'd say.
Okay, so what? So I should take my 9-year-old, but should leave the 4-year-old home?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That sounds pretty good. Maybe it'll be a good movie. And the 3rd movie was?
Condor Man.
Condor Man. That's another Walt Disney film.
Yeah, but that wasn't a scary one or anything.
What's that like?
It was about this boy, not a boy, but a man, Woody Wilkins, who he's a comic book artist who wrote this comic called Condor Man. And then it ended up his friend that they were in Paris together. It ended up that his friend worked for the, I think, special service or something, and so they got Woody to deliver some papers to this Russian agent in Istanbul, and he ordered this triple drink. Well, he ordered a drink, then he said, okay, then he said, make it a double, and the guy goes, but sir, no one orders a double, and he goes, okay, then make it a triple. So he gets it, and there was flames on top of it, and he blows the flames out about 10 times, but they keep coming back, and then they finally went out, and he drank it, and then his face got all red, and his eyes are bulging, and goes, Bleh! And all this flames came out and everything, and
I feel like I've seen the movie.
It had a lot of laser stuff in it and stuff, and a good part that I thought was they were in this really old junky car, and these Italian guys are chasing him in these really nice black Porsches. They're chasing him, and there's a truck is what they were in, and the agent, he's trying to get her, you know, because she's defecting. She said, we'll never outrun him in this, and the guy goes, you're right, push that button. So she pushes the button, and they start going down, and suddenly they're in this place where they see infrared things on this screen, and he pushes another button, and they go zooming out from under the old truck in this really nice sports car and everything.
You like that? I feel like I've seen the movie now. That's pretty good a description. Let me ask you something. What do you think about the movies that you're seeing these days? Are they as good as they used to be? Do you think they're too violent for kids? What? How do you feel?
Well, I don't really think there's a big difference, really, from
what they used to be.
I usually didn't watch movies that much until I really got this job. I'd see like one about every 2 or 3 months.
That was about it, huh? Well, you know, a lot of people have concerns about kids your age, you know, going to movies and stuff, especially the PG ones. Do you feel like it's a concern that's worth having?
Nowadays, PGs are having more sex and violence and profanity.
How do you feel about that? Does that bother you?
It doesn't really bother me, but some other people it may offend and stuff.
Like parents? How does your mom feel about that?
Well, she didn't see Cannonball, but she didn't want me to see it or anything.
Cannonball Run?
But it was, I don't know, it didn't have too much sex or anything in it, but it was good.
When you say too much sex, what's too much sex in a movie?
Well, I mean like stuff like they're kissing almost in every scene or something like that.
That's a tough one.
Or doing more stuff.
Well, John, it was nice to have you on the show. Pretty good movie critic. What are you going to go see next? What's on your schedule?
I don't know. Haven't looked in the papers
You have to go
yet.
check out the paper. All right, John Bleh, who is our youngest movie critic. It was nice to have you. Tell all your friends in Provo hello.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be right back. Stay with us.